Hello everyone, it's me Fidi back with the part 2 of our 52-day journey. Undead aren't a problem to us at this point, so I was able to take them down easily and get a lot of gold. I sold all the loot and took a caravan quest through the big citadel to buy some armor. I picked up a coat of scales for about 9k gold, and at this point I was ready to head out to the wilderness. Along the way I attacked an undead camp. My team was brushing their teeth twice a day with undead at this point, so it's no big deal. I head out to the wilderness, and the first thing I found was a sea of tents with a champion warlord. Only a fool would meet the orcs in the open field at this point, so I ran away and found a big goblin camp. They did not have a shaman, so I decided to attack at night. Goblin early on without shaman is not a big deal, and we got ourselves a nice piece of trash and a pretty good armor. Right after that, I found another big goblin camp without shaman. While waiting for nighttime, I ran around looking for something to smash, and this small orc camp gave me another piece of trash. Back to the goblin camp, I waited a little bit for nighttime, and then we attacked. The goblin had a very good position on the high ground, but I was the better Uno player. With the high ground on my side, I smashed the goblin with ease. I even tried to use the piece of garbage to see how bad it is. Turned out it's pretty bad. We chased down the overseer and took his quiver bolts. Yes, the quiver of crossbow bolts is very important. Now my archer can actually use the awesome famed crossbow that I found 15 days earlier. Right after the fight, I found 4 struts running around. I knew instantly that there was no way I could beat them, but I knew who could. Remember the orc camp with the champion warlord earlier? I led the struts all the way across the mountain, through the swamp, back to the sea of tents. The champion warlord was gone, but we found a group of berserker being chased down by some Unhold. I took them on one by one. The berserker hurt some of my brothers pretty badly, so I put the injured dudes in the back line and took on the Unhold. They were smarter than I thought. They ignored my 2 tanks and smashed through my front line. Some of my best brothers were left very close to death, but in the end I was able to pull through. Now to the big fights. We were up against 4 struts and 15 orcs. I put all my injured brother in the back line. My plan was to let the orc and the struts kill each other and then clean up the rest. I was afraid that 4 struts would be too much for the orc, so I tried to take care of one myself. Unfortunately, some of the orcs decided to join in, and things became very messy from here. My axe guy took 1 hit from an orc warrior and he was bleeding. I couldn't kill the strat fast enough and the strat put him down to exactly 10 HP. Viking was one of the original barbarian and I couldn't save him. We were able to clean up the mess and pull away from the enemy. I kept my distance and only picked off any stray orc that ran my way. Until there's only the warlord and 1 shot left. I was in position, waiting for the right moment to swoop in for the killing blow. Kill him, please, kill him, before he kill me. Wait everyone. His turn, crack the shield, crack it. Please, don't miss this. Wah. No, people's gonna die now. Pistol, I need you. With your smashed fingers. Do it. Oh no, I need he's gonna die. Oh no, he's gonna die now. Oh, Brun. Maybe he will heal his. Maybe the dog can kill him. He has no health. Doggo. Doggo is my hope and dreams. I got a bill hook and a nimble armor at the cost of one of my brothers. I needed to go back home and find a replacement for him fast. I found another sea of tents, but my team was in no condition to take on orcs in the open field. On my way to the big cities, I met some cosplayers. I killed them and took their costumes. Shortly after, I found an old woman and her pet tree. Naturally, we decided to kill them. The plan was divide and conquer. While the Strat was running straight toward my main team, I sent two of my bravest men to deal with the old woman. The two were my sergeant and my tank. The tank had a crush hand, so they was absolutely not able to harm each other. After charming the two brothers for a while, the Hexen got bored and died. Right after that, we found a mercenary company with a hedge knight. My brother were all professional chefs at this point. With their expert knife skills, they easily extracted the armor from the knight. Got the armor, got the helm. Yes. Back at Oddfester, I found a good replacement for my dead brother. He looked quite decent. The only problem was if he had enough time to level up. With the team back to full power, I headed out again to find more things to kill. I took down this small orc camp with some berserkers, this medium orc camp in the swamp, and this camp full of orc youngs in the forest. They were all very close together. Back to where I found the Sea of Tents earlier. It looked hard. Don't think I need to risk this. Yeah, this is gonna be hard, man. We don't have the Indom to deal with it. We don't have the big weapons. We'll come back here later. Oh, now though! They sent out a patrol group, making the camp weaker. It was like they was inviting me in. Our chance. Here we go. There were only 12 orcs in the camp. It was looking very promising. I took care of orc youngs and orc berserkers pretty quick. But then I realized my team does not have the weapon to get through the orc warrior's armor. The orc warlord got to my backline, and because I don't have enough damage to deal with the orc warriors fast enough, he absolutely wrecked me. By the time I was able to deal with him, two of my brothers had already fallen. I was severely under-equipped, and it was too late to rebuild the team, so I decided to reload. I knew that the map had a very nice maze. I will come back to the orc camp once I found it. Meanwhile, we took down some raiders. There's the camp with the famed maze, but first I snacked on some orc and some goblins. The goblin camp wasn't hard. With my archer on the high ground, I took them down with ease. And that is our reward. It has maximum armor pen, which will be really good against ancient dead. I found another goblin camp. It had shaman without overseer, so it's very annoying but not dangerous. With the new maze, I went back to the Sea of Tents. I checked the Sea of Tents close to me and decided that it was too hard. Little did I know that the camp was actually in the forest, and orc in the forest is easy. Now time for the rematch. I catered to the orc warlord specifically with my big maze brother. I was still lacking a lot of damage in other places, but as long as the warlord doesn't chop my brother in two, I should be fine. My advice if you want to do the Sea of Tents early is to get yourself a whip. If the orc had a big weapon, that means he does not have a shield, and you can disarm them easily. The warlord stood no chance against my two heavy hitters. His tribesmen fell shortly after, and I got a fame armor for it. I got really rich from all the exploring, and now it's time to do some shopping. My allied noble house did not have any shops or canals, so I had to wait until this point to buy weapons and dogs from this red faction. Now that I am in the north, I fought some reavers to find some throwing axe for my archer. They were kind enough to give me one stack. At this point, I thought the team was strong enough to take down the madman, so I went and looked for the icy cave. But first, I took down some reavers and undead. I picked up the undead ambition a while earlier, and now it's time to start doing it. The undead trophy is not needed for the Monolith fight, but it makes your life way easier. Puncturing fallen hero is easy at this point, and we made away with another armor set. It's day 45 and we finally found the icy cave. Robert the Squire is chosen for the fight. He was only level 9, but I thought his stats and his equipment was good enough. Only 85% chance with that is a bit low. Ouchie boy. Help. I just need like 3 hits on him. Now we have to wait because if I attack right now, the daze effect is gonna be gone, so... One shot the dog to the head. Oh no, I need the daze on him, man. Do I not have Maze Mastery? I don't have Maze Mastery. That costs 14 fatigue. One more hit and he dies. Do I hit him right now and hope that he dies? If I miss here, Yeah, I'm... Oh man, well, if I hit him and he doesn't die, if I miss here, the daze effect will be gone, I think. And then he's gonna kill me. When he's dazed like this, I think I can tank 2 hits. Okay, that was lucky. I was cutting it close. Does he have So that is high damage. Tough fight, but we got a very nice cleaver for it. I was just happy that Robert made it out of there alive. After the fight, I found a camp with a bunch of reavers. I was hesitant to do it because reavers are quite scary, but they can carry a lot of nice throwing weapons that my archer needs. Before I could decide, they sent out a patrol group. It made the camp a lot easier, but the reaver are nowhere to be found. After slaughtering the whole village, I chased down the patrol group and asked them where the reaver went. They didn't know. After that, I went into this unexplored area hoping to find some more undead. I found some brigand with a leader instead. The leader has a nice armor that I could use, so I showed him my knife skills. I looted the armor from him and then immediately ran into another group of brigands. Turns out they was being chased down by a mercenary company with a hedge knight. I dealt with the brigands real quick and then moved on to the mercenary. They only had 5, but the hedge knight does not have the best armor ever. He had a varnish and a full helm though. The hedge knight tried to get to my backline, but I caught him and proceeded to show him my knife collections. I got the varnish and the armor from him, but he did not drop me his helmet. Right after that, I murdered a group of caravan hands on the road real quick and let the donkeys go. It's day 48. I was wandering around this area trying to find some more undead camps when I stumbled upon the hunting ground. I wasn't sure if my team was strong enough to do it, but I had no choice. Someone told me that Ishrok likes to hit the nimble tank, and even though he also smashed my other brothers, he did jump at my nimble tank twice, which made my life a lot easier. Oh no, don't kill him. Fine. Ah, nimble tank doing work again. Ow! I needed that hit, man. He's very weak, dude. And we missed. Oops. Oh, the archer is only the kill. I didn't expect to find the Ishrok, but his set of armor will make it a lot easier to take down the Monolith. I was still trying to complete my undead ambition, and I found some undead. That means a camp must be close by. Yeah, I executed them with impunity. And when the loot scream showed up... Dude! Where was this last run? It has increased damage too! Is that max damage? That is max damage. This hammer will be able to one-shot legionaries and honor guards. I found some necro savants shortly after. I wanted to see how my team would be able to do versus them. They always give me the most trouble in the Monolith fights. We did okay. Necro savants aren't the most scary when they are alone. But when they have 20 plus skeletons with them, that is where they become incredibly dangerous. It was a nice fight, but I didn't get much from the camp, so I kept looking. I found an ancient undead camp shortly after. This would be the last camp for my undead ambition, and would also be a nice test to see how well we do against Ancient Dead. Against them, depending on the terrain, I like to walk back one tile on everyone, so that the enemy will walk right in front of me and do nothing, allowing me to attack them 2 turns in a row without having to worry about shield wall or any retaliation. Oh no. Can I take this kill? I'll take this. Okay. No, what happened? Oh, wait, now. Actually, no. Yeah, fine. I can have it. First of all, but second of all, you can see I just want to do it. So, this is going to be living quite bad. This is poison. Yeah, once he's over here, then he can vanish because I'm not anymore. Yeah, he vanished too early. He's not going to be able to do it. Chill well, help me. Yep. Yeah, I can see high ground, maybe. I'm seeing that guy. Oh my god, I just can't even do that. So the smite is not very strong. Should I go into more users? Okay, that maze one-shot this guy casually. With Killing Frenzy, it will one-shot all the guards. I want to see if the hammer can one-shot them though. The hammer? I'm missing a lot of attacks, but now I would test if it can one-shot legionaries. It should be able to. It has, let's see, it has max damage, maximum damage, and 50% armor pen. So yeah, well, this may has less damage but more armor pen. So that would be interesting to see. I think against them armor pen is better, so the mace one-shot them but the hammer might not. Easy. Well, don't know about honor guards though. I wonder if this thing can one-shot honor guards casually without Killing Frenzy. I wasn't very happy with the fight. We took too long to kill them, which means we did not have enough melee skill. We found another useless flame flail. At this point, I felt my team was actually strong enough to take down the Monolith. I have the feeling that we can take down the Monolith right now. If we are lucky in, well, you know. You think we're ready? Is this gonna be day 55? I have the feeling that our equipment is just so good and I do have enough levels. Got to go with the maze here. I can go there right now, just forget about everything. So yeah, that's exactly what we did. I got the Undead Trophy and the Holy Water. My monk made me one extra Holy Water very early on, but I think because I did not have enough inventory space when I did the Ancient Temple, I ended up with only 2 from the temple, giving me 3 in total. Once I got the Holy Water, I ran straight to the Monolith. I avoid a lot of fights because I don't have any tools left and some of my armor is already damaged. I found a small Arcane along the way and attacked it, hoping that it would net me some tools so I can repair my currently damaged armors. I tried my best to not take any damage. I got 7 tools from this camp. I found another group of Orc-Youngs. I took them down and got 10 more tools. I ran away from all the goblins because I knew that taking the fight will only hurt my armors. I completed my last ambition to keep my brother's mood up. Everyone was happy and ready. And just like that, the Monolith starts to appear in the horizon. What happened there will be in the part 3 of this journey. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. And I will see you guys next time. Take care everyone.